Hello, I'm Paula Simons from the Edmonton Journal, here today on 108th Street, also known as Capitol Boulevard, for a story about what we're willing to trade for what we might get. Behind me is the iconic Il Mirador apartment block, a little bit of California dropped into the middle of downtown Edmonton. The first part of the El Mirador was built in the 1930s and the annex in the 1950s. It's iconic not just for being the only example of this style of Spanish colonial architecture in the city, but for its beautiful interior courtyard, which has long been a gathering spot for people who live in this neighborhood. But we may soon be bidding adios to the El Mirador. In the coming weeks, 3 prominent local developers are going before Edmonton City Council applying to rezone this entire block behind me, not just the land where the El Mirador sits, but all the property from here north to Jasper Avenue and then east as far as the Commodore restaurant. The idea is to redevelop this block with 2 quite large towers, a 35-story tower that would face onto 108th Street and an even taller 45-story tower that would face Jasper Avenue. In total, there would be 1,050 residential units, which probably means between 1,300 and 1,400 people added to this block. If the rezoning for this whole block of property were approved, I would miss the El Mirador as part of the city's streetscape. I would not miss having this incredibly ugly, empty lot on Jasper Avenue. And I don't know how many people would be shedding too many tears if we lost Knoxville's. So that's the question we weigh in the balance. Is it for the greater good to have high density, transit-oriented development here right on top of the Corona LRT station? Would it be a great thing to have an extra 1,300 people living on this part of Jasper Avenue? I think that it would be. And this leaves me torn, because as much as I love to preserve heritage buildings, I do think that there's a lot to be excited about in the prospect of a redevelopment on this corner of Jasper Avenue that could redefine this part of our downtown.